Hello, this is part 2 of the Spey Fly. We had to make it in 2 parts because of time restraints. Now, a lot of people like to put bronze mallard on their on these flies, but you can use bear, you can use squirrel, you can use 2 slips, which I'll show you, or a single slip here, which some people, if they have difficulty, always go back to square one. And you take a slip like that, straighten them all out from there to there, straighten them out. Then you just cut it off. I'll show you different styles here in a second. So now you've got a slip like this. It's pretty straight. Fold it in 2. Fold it in 2 just like that. You have to, and apply it on a hook. Right on top. Hold it. Tie down. Straighten the back end out a little bit. And there you've got a wing. You can leave it there, little lower profile I like that. Or we can do what I'm going to do today, because it's actually the more difficult, and as well go through that, is where I take a feather from the right bronze mallard, this I've dyed blue, and you take one slip from a left-hand feather and one from a right. You don't want to make them too thick. You just split them here. Split them like that. Come down. I'll make sure you can see this. And cut it off. Keeping the stem. Keep the back end stem on there, because if there's a problem, you can always take it off. Then you take a slip from the left-hand side feather. Same thing, split one up like that, split it up, separate it, turn it around, cut the shaft, keep the shaft part of that feather. Because this way, if you make a mistake, you can always take it off, put it back on, whatever you like. When you take these 2 slips, you take the left and the right, like I have here, join them together. Join them together like that. Hold them up. Just like that. Put them on top of the hook. Measure the distance that you want. Pinch them right on top of the hook. Like that. Then tie them in securely. A couple of turns just to see. Once you tie them in, since your feathers have a tendency to turn to my right, because I'm a right hand, you straighten them out slightly like that, and there you have your wing is on. It's really that simple. It is not complicated. The thing to do is to make sure that you hang on to it at all times until you've returned this to the upright position of your feathers, then secure it from there, and you can carry on, and there you have a wing. Now, I'm happy with this wing. But if you wanted a wing that is even more, it depends on the water you're fishing in, and you want a feather that's a little heavier. Wing, I don't like my wings too high, very low, or too thick. But for those who want, you can always apply. Take the same slip that I just cut off a while ago. Do it again, just for demonstrating purposes. Line them up there. Pinch them. Right on top of the hook, shank of the hook, tie down, took, straighten them out a little bit, and voila, you have a wing that's a little heavier in consistency and probably lasts a little longer. But that's how it is. I'll leave them on. It doesn't make much difference. Snip all that off. And anytime you're playing, as you're tying in these wings, make sure that you're hanging on to the wing at all times, because one little mistake and they'll get out of position, since you haven't really tied them down yet, secured them. So it's just a matter now of securing the wing and then tying it off. There, that looks pretty good, both sides. With finishing, there and back. Cut that off. Apply a little lacquer. All these flies take at least 2 coats, but just do one for the purposes of the little video. There. I'm satisfied. Hope you are. Now this is not a difficult fly to tie. It's enjoyable. It's really nice to fish. It's just a few little techniques and then you're off and fishing. And hope you catch a lot of fish with these flies and use them and enjoy them. Thank you very much.